Hello there, my name is Rachel. The first time seeing my channel, I used to talk about animation. And today we'll talk about the spin-off series of Villainous called Little Rescue Issue 3. Now this is basically a review breaking down what this is and theories. Now reading this issue was sort of a surprise because it kind of blew my mind because this thing didn't just kind of reenact all the moments in the Instagram account. It showed you side by side where were they and the steps they go in all the images of the Instagram accounts. And that is sort of incredible. It's something that's just so amazing to see that Alan, who created this series, could actually pull off because anything gone wrong. For example, the series can easily be cancelled and all the hard work they did will probably never been shown, or even that could be anything else, like maybe they didn't know how to pull it off, or they easily be super lazy, not doing nothing, just telling the story normally. This way make Villainous so unique because they try to do something very different. Even they show you what's going on, they're trying to change perspective or change a sort of angle just to make it super unique, because they can easily do not do the story of the Instagram account and just do its own thing. But they don't. They go an extra step to pull it off. And this is the reason why I actually enjoy Villainous so much. Now let's talk about issue 3. Now what we left off is basically Sunblast defeating a black cat, saving a mouse of Penumbra. After that he turns around and sees Missy's house. And he thought there should be Penumbra. Time to save her. This is it. Now this is the moment my mind blows away because Sunblast stopped to take a photo. You see the comic book image Sunblast setting up the photo, and the Instagram account the photo he was taking from the Instagram account. Once again, they really don't need to do this, but they do, and that's why I love it so much. Now Sunblast took the photo and finally goes straight to Missy's house to get near the gate. Sunblast sort of noticed that everything in the house of Miss Sid is sort of locked up. Windows, gates, everything. So he started thinking, using his imagination, why not actually break down the window by force? I mean, I am super strong. But before he actually do it, his best friend, Squeak, if I remember, he actually says, no, there is an interconditional vent that is actually kind of broken in one of the corners. They actually can fit inside. Sunblast was sort of disappointed. I mean, what's the point? Have super strength, they can open everything, just sneaking like a mouse. No offense, but that's sort of true. Once again showing Sunblast is sort of kind of cocky and sort of that kind of humble point of view. But anyway, they go inside the building, but something's interesting. Someone is watching them in the camera. Nobody really knows who is watching. In fact, there's some theories in the fandom, but we get to it later on. This is the point Sunblast and Squeak decide to break it off and they go two different directions. Sunblast went straight to the refrigerator and basically eat all Missy food. He was hoping Missy would not notice or anyone notice some food missing. But ironically enough, the Instagram account of Miss Seed, she was freaking out that all her food was disappearing. Just remember, this was 2 years ago. This Instagram account dropped this post. So yeah, it's something once more kind of mind-blowing. Now Squeak actually went to Miss Seed her own room and found some interesting things and called Sunblast to watch. And Sunblast went straight to the room and see what Squeak is talking about or squeaking about. And he found something interesting. He found a map of all the houses of Miss Seed. Once again connected to the Instagram of a number that Sunblast dropped a photo, him sort of confused where to go next of the next house. Now during this time, Peace actually arrived and trying to break the door, and Sunblast kind of noticed one of the leaders was his old coach, actually trained them. Now the whole comics end there. Now let's talk about the camera, because the camera and the fan base, they actually give a few theories. The first one is sort of common sense. The camera is basically put in there by Peace because, believe it or not, Missy was created by Peace, at least her special abilities. But the reason why they have it is probably they just check up her once in a while to see what she's doing. That's the reason why they're sort of alerted, because they trip on the alarms from Peace. That's why they went straight to her house to see what's going on. That's basically the common sense theory. The other theory is someone else is watching, specifically a mouse who appeared in Fandombra Instagram account that basically is a very smart mouse that I just don't remember his name, that he basically have a crush of Cutie. So probably it's him, he's the one watching. That's a different theory. Another could be someone else we don't know, or maybe just a normal camera. But how the camera was placed in the comic does give you warnings that someone is watching. That's basically the theories about the camera. Now the other thing is about the house of Miss Seed, that how Cutie found sort of a kind of documents in the table. If you see it in the corner, a lot of people is theorizing that sort of destruction of the house or blueprints is basically allowing tourists to go in to make profit from Miss Seed, or Miss Seed is the one who making profit because she is an internet sensation, that she's know how to hustle, take her money. Of course, there are other theories that probably that plans of her house is basically her Malibu dream house that you not see the Instagram account. That is one with Phenombra arguing about Sunblast buying a house from her, a toy house that not the house he wanted. I think it's sort of a reference of that. Once again, it's just a clever little nod here and there of the original Instagram account. Let's talk about the news of Alan. He actually have two interesting things. One, he making another deal with Penguino. It's basically a company of Mexico that just sell books, but it'll be a audio book, but we don't know it's an original book or new book and Alan's creating from the fandom, or just dubbing all the old books from audio. We don't know, but it's coming soon. The second so interesting is Alan showing a new toy from Villainous, specifically Voila. If you don't remember that name, it's basically the company who make kind of like small little cakes and sell toys with the cakes. Well, last time I reported, they made about 30 little toys from the collection, but they only made 27. The rest of the 3 was special plus, basically getting the bigger bag of cakes, because the last 3 toys are actually is 505, Dr. Flood, and Black Hat, but are really official handmade toys, and they're pretty big and well made. But somebody in the fandom snapped because they forgot to put dementia, and a lot of memes were appearing really only 3, not the whole set. Once again, that's sort of fun about the fandom, how sarcastic and fun they are, but at the same time, yeah, why not dementia? Why she was not included of the last 3 toys? Our next news dropped by Alan. He dropped a sort of image about Olaf and her assistant fully colored. Instead of wink and a nod, it's not the last time you will see them. So I'm guessing he making another book, or they will show up in the series, or he making something special just for them. We just don't know. Just sort of hold and see what happens in the next couple of weeks or months. We don't know. Anyway, forget, because I kind of did forget about this. That was a sort of new dimension tip, but not really particularly focusing on the ghost children. That they just saw a couple weird images, but everybody was just seeing this, but they couldn't find any clues or anything. Just sort of weird. We don't know if it's missing something or preparing us to drop another thing. Honestly, we don't know, but it's something that's sort of interesting just to know about. That's basically it. I got really nothing else to say. Just one question: when you think about the issue, you think about your own theories, tell me down below, let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.